it's time for Talking Shit. You wanna talk that shit? And in the fuck to talking shit time, DeAndre May the 22nd on the commentary. It's a 5/2/2015. The date. It's 8:15 in the 8:28 in the morning, and welcome to another edition of Talking Shit. Marilyn Mosby announced yesterday that she did get an indictment from the grand jury on the 6 cops that basically murdered and killed this man. And you know, it's no joke. You know, it's really gotten to the point where this woman has truly come to bat for the community in Freddie Gray's life, and also the strife that we have been seeing in the news about Terrell Rice, where these people were gunned down in Washington. I mean, the cops are completely out of control in this country, and the militarization of these police have been brought to a halt. President Barack Obama has decided to end a lot of the instant military mechanisms that have been handed down to these local police departments to continue the ethnic cleansing of the young blacks and browns in the country. This ethnic cleansing has been going on now for several years, and here recently it has reached an all-exposed level of scrutiny as well as monotony for the black community and the browns. And we are clearly seeing the combative aspect of it by way of people in authority finally putting their foot down. Marilyn Mosby, head prosecutor, state prosecutor out of Baltimore, saying enough is enough. We're going to try to keep these cops in cuffs, keep them arrested and keep them incarcerated, or keep them, in jail. She wants to send them to prison with precision. And the federal government, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce that Congress is going on the memorial break to do absolutely nothing. The Patriot Act is in limbo. Senator Ron Paul was up until yesterday holding the Senate hostage with his proposals, basically cutting out some aspects of the Patriot Act that had to do with the electronic spying and being on the phones and listening to people's phone calls. The government, the NSA, is claiming that they need this mechanism to stop all the terrorism. And it just seems awfully sad that in spite of this sort of intrusive violation of rights that the Bush administration started to implement, has somehow just kind of fallen on its face to the where there's certain Republicans who are against certain aspects of the Patriot Act. But Mr. McConnell is saying that he, over in the Senate, says that we need this mechanism. Listen, John McCain went on and on the other day about the president withdrawing troops from the Iraq area, and now there's whining and bitching and crying about sending 10,000 ground troops back into the region because of the chaos. But the environment over there has always been sort of chaotic, particularly whenever we add more to it. America is the one that puppeted Saddam Hussein up in there. America is the one who was allies with the king of Egypt, where a lot of the Arab Spring started. America has been the one who has tried to say that, the leaders of Syria were not all that bad. America is the one who has backed up these people. And now they've created an anxiety pit where they're coming after us with all this ISIS shit. And I believe that backing off is most legit. Not backing away from keeping track of protecting our country, but backing away from telling other people what they ought to do with theirs. And I am just not comfortable with John McCain talking all this bullshit about the source of this violence and where all this shit came from. You know, George Bush started the war. George Bush never captured Osama bin Laden. George Bush was sitting around listening to Dick Cheney. George Bush is the one who was connected to what is now seeming to be insane. George Bush was the one who wanted all of this to happen because of what happened to his dad before. George Bush is the one that's hiding and lying and bullshitting and painting these pictures that make him seem like a sociopathic fool. George Bush is the one that is the guy that is the one where the war comes from. I mean, the real lie. George Bush is not a nice guy. And the GOP is not really going to do anything different. Any position that they take is usually selfish and doesn't have anything to do with domestic values. Domestically, this country is suffering. The federal government has put this country under lock and key as far as really having a domestic sanity. We don't want to feed anybody. We don't want to educate anybody. We don't want to keep anybody alive with the air and quality of water. We don't. We just need you like in the movie, like a Matrix. We just need you to be a battery of the bullshit that they are not planning on changing. And the power plant for all of that is not just Wall Street. That's where they meet. The real generator to suck the life out of you and all meaning and reality and honesty out of you, the real culprit sociologically and informatively, the real bad guys, the real lies, the real scrutiny that doesn't come from these motherfuckers who I try to end every program with this year, if I can remember. Fuck them over at Fox News. Because that's where it really comes from. The blues. It's Fox News. Fox News. Fox News. The enema of George Bush and Dick Cheney's bullshit. It's Fox News. Fuck Fox News. Fuck Fox News. Did I say fuck Fox? Yeah, okay. Fuck Fox News. Thanks.